Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azini Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button. Click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, so there was a fight in the Big Brother Naija house. Yes, between the two Gen Zs, Angel, the real hot girl, and Ilebaye, the Gen Z baddie. Yes, guys. But before I tell you guys about the fight that happened, congratulations to Team Bold. That is Venita, Ilebaye, Mercy, Ceec, and of course Soma. They were the winners of the Guinness Challenge. The Guinness Challenge consisted of two different parts: the runway show and of course all about a cocktail. So at the end of the day, Big Brother announced that Team Bold won. And of course, I mean, I knew that they would win, looking at their outfits and comparing it with what the other teams had. Of course, they had the upper hand, and a very big congratulations to them. One thing about Venita is Venita can be annoying, Venita can be condescending, but when it comes to creativity and presentation and tact, give it to Venita, because she will definitely go all the way, and she will definitely put in her all. Yes, guys. Now, that being said, so after the Guinness tax now, they were all in high spirits and all that. The fight started from the dressing room. We were not shown, but we could hear their voices. So the camera was already in the kitchen area with Mercy, them, and the rest. Then we started hearing voices, from the dressing room before the camera panned. And then we saw them, Ilebaye and Angel charging towards each other with other housemates like Doyin, Uriel, and the rest, trying to hold them back. Like, we're hearing things like, I mean, are you mad? What will you do? That kind of a thing. Initially, we didn't know what exactly was going on. Then, at some point, Mercy took Angel to the garden area while Uriel and Doyin held, Ilebaye. So, from everything that's been said in the house, apparently, the fight started because, according to Angel, Ilebaye was peeling off those paint marks that she had on her body, courtesy of the tax, on her box. So Angel said that her box was open and Ilebaye's leg was like over it, and she was peeling, that paint stuff. And according to Angel, when she asked Ilebaye to, why are you peeling that stuff in my box, Ilebaye just said, oh, close it, close your box. Yes, guys. Now, according to Ilebaye, she said she was peeling off that stuff, from her leg, and Angel came and pushed her leg, from there. And she noticed that Angel has had it out for her since morning, and she's been ignoring Angel. That even when they went upstairs or where, Angel was, I think in the arena, I think so, Angel has been giving her bad eye and all that. Now, Angel was in the garden area where another Gbas was almost happened, this time around with Mercy and Alex. So Angel was already there fuming, saying that, I mean, she never really wanted to come back to the house, that it's because of Mercy, that Mercy is the reason why she came back. I'm like, multi-choice, small, they open nanyash. Anyways, so she said that Mercy was trying to pacify her and all that. Then Alex came with, I think, with a neck chain or bracelets or something like that. And she was like, oh, I mean, is this yours? And Angel was like, do I look like I wear stuff like that? And Alex goes, oh, I mean, if you wanted to fight, you would have hit her now, or you would have fought now. Even though I knew that Alex was joking about it, but it was actually wrong timing, because, I mean, there was somebody fuming about an almost fight that she had with another person. So that wasn't the place, neither was it the time for that. Before we could say Jack, Mercy stood up, pushed Alex, was like, what are you trying to do? What is this? You see somebody in this kind of situation? And Alex almost picked an offense, to that. And she was like, no, Mercy, you will not push me. Like, you will not do that. You will not push me. So that was it. Angel was already fuming. And later on, Angel was even, involving Alex, that this one, you don't have sense. Like, telling me if I want to fight, I should fight now. But Mercy kind of like, pacified the whole issue by apologizing to Alex, saying that, oh, she knew that Alex didn't mean it that way. Alex also apologized to Angel and, of course, to Mercy, and they hugged it out. Meanwhile, the guys, the likes of Para, Ike, and the rest, were really not happy that, people were coming in to hold the ladies. Like if they want to fight, let them fight. Yes, guys. Also, there was also another incident that kind of like did connect to this one about Ilebaye baiting with Cross. So apparently the gist is that Cross was in the bathroom. Now they said, according to Ceec, that Cross was drunk, but this was later disputed by the guys. Anyways, she said, that Cross was drunk and Ilebaye went into the bathroom area to have her bath with Cross, and then they started kissing. Now, before this happened, Ilebaye, Cross, and Ceec we are having this play, and Ilebaye was all over Cross, Ceec was all over Cross. Like they were basically playing. Doyin was there also. That was when Ceec called Ilebaye a side chick. Cross's side chick, that she is a main chick. So when that issue happened about the Cross and Ilebaye kissing in the bathroom and all that, Ceec, I think she said something to Ilebaye, and Ilebaye was like, why are you trying to be a babysitter? Why are you trying to babysit an adult? Because she was like, oh, Cross is pure. It was Ilebaye, that went in knowing that he was drunk. Meanwhile, the likes of Pere, Neil, and of course White Money said that was not true, that Cross wasn't drunk, that this is a guy that they know very well. If Cross is drunk, that he will, we all know how Cross is. When Cross the boss takes over, that's when he is drunk. That he wasn't drunk. It's not the same Cross that came out and said that he enjoyed the kids, that he's walking around with his own two legs. So they kind of like debunked that whole issue, saying that Cross wasn't drunk, that he knew what he was doing. That if somebody is interested in Cross, say it, that okay, you like this guy, instead of going through the corners to attack another person. And Adekunle also had an issue with some of the housemates. Of course, we know he was making reference to Angel and Co, saying that if you feel like you're too big, why on earth are you back in the show? Why are you here? I mean, you are mentioning Louis Vuitton, Prada, Fendi, even the people that have it are not even mentioning it like that. If you know you have too much, you are too much, why did you come back to the show? Why are you trying to like make yourself feel like, oh, you are better than others? You are saying women supporting women, but you are the one that is picking on another woman. Yes, guys. Now, outside, Seyi was advising Venita. Honestly, I have not really been a fan of Seyi ever since the show started, but I will give it to him for this one. So Seyi was advising Venita, telling Venita, see, you have been so condescending. You've been making condescending remarks. You've been condescending. That this is not who I think you are. This is not who you want your two beautiful girls outside to see. And then if they see you being condescending towards another person, if you are sending a message to them that this is okay to. He also talked about Angel, because Angel was like, oh, I didn't even want to come back to the house. I don't like any effing person here. It's because of Mercy. And Seyi made reference to that. Like, we all know this game. We all know the emotional whatever that she's trying to play. That if you didn't want to come here, if you feel like you are bigger than here, then why are you here? Saying that you don't like anybody here, then don't come here. If you're bigger than the show, then why on earth did you accept to come back? Now, back to the advice he was giving Venita. He told Venita, especially with Pere, that he has noticed how Venita has been condescending towards Pere. And there was an incident that happened earlier in the day. Even Adekunle asked Venita, what's up? Why is, Pere carrying face for her? And Venita said it's because she said that Pere is a military nurse, that was what he did in the military, And Seyi was like, he wasn't a fan of that Venita should stop that. Honestly, I admire the fact that Seyi was able to call out Venita on her BS. Yes, guys. Now let's go back to Angel. At some point, Angel could not take it anymore. She said she wants to go. She's tired. She wants to take a voluntary exit. And the likes of Venita and Mercy were, trying to calm her down and all that. Later on, Ilebaye was in the bed, talking about how even though she might be the smallest or anything like that, that she will stand up for herself, and Doyin was telling her, see, as long as the case that happened between you and Cross was consensual, like, you don't have anything to feel bad about. Really, like, it's you and Cross, not you and anybody, that everybody here came here on their own and all that. So, guys, that was the drama that happened, or the dramas that happened after the Guinness tags earlier today. Yes, guys. Now, what do I think about all this? I'm going to be dissecting this one after the other, but I'm going to start with the whole Venita and Seyi. Thank God that Seyi has seen how Venita has become. And that is an attitude of hers that has really overshadowed the talent that this babe has. Because we cannot take away the fact that Venita is a very beautiful, talented person, but her condescending attitude, the way she's been moving in the house, even Shahid says, I think it's a game or strategy, but she says it's not, it's really, really not cool. And I love the fact that Shay called her out on it. This is what friends do. This is what you call your friend. He did not call her out in public. Oh. He called her, by one corner and told her. Now, that's number one. Number two, Ilebaye and Angel. That fight was so baseless. Honestly, you cannot tell me that fight could not be avoided. Now, from everything that's been said, honestly, I think Ilebaye shouldn't have done that. Even if you have done that, apologize to the person and move on. But the thing is, in that All Stars house, honestly, I anticipated this. If you guys listen to the videos I did about the All Stars season before it even started, I told you guys it would be a battle of, do you know who I am? Do you know what I've achieved? And that's exactly what we see playing out. The amount of ego, pride, in the house is nauseating to watch. Some of the housemates that we did love, and that's why I put out a disclaimer before the show started, and I told you guys, if you think that I will support people because I supported them in the past, error is not true. I will not do that. And there is a reason why I said so, and I'm seeing the reason. Because a lot of these housemates, we saw them when probably they were shooting their shot to fame, and now they've gotten the fame, they've gotten the connections, and you know how fame, money, and all that changes people? Yeah, that's what we are seeing on our screens. The fame, the money has just magnified who they were that we didn't know because probably they didn't have all that at the time. So I felt like Ilebaye could really have just, apologized and let it go. Also, we do not know in what manner or way that Angel spoke to her, because Ilebaye on her own end is saying that Angel has had it out for her since. So, and Angel too, honestly, I don't understand this Angel I'm seeing on my screen. Like, the Angel I liked back in the Shine Your Eye season is not this Angel. Imagine her calling Ilebaye a rat. Who is she? All these effing people in this house, I don't like them. Like, why? Because you've been able to touch money? Really? There are people that have been swimming in this money for decades. And if you see them, their composure is still the same. Yes, I know it's a game, but me, I don't used to condone rubbish. I would say it, isn't it? Would say how I feel. Honestly, the Angel I'm seeing in this show, it's not it at all. I'm not even gonna lie. The way she's been saying it, and it's not just about this particular issue, the way she's been moving in the house is not just okay by me. I'm not saying that she was completely wrong. I'm saying Ilebaye was wrong, and some of the things she said after was wrong, and the way she's been behaving in the house so far has been some kind of way. A lot of people are like, oh, why are the guys saying that, oh, nobody should be holding the girls, that's wicked? That's not wicked. That's, playing the game. Honestly, that's what I think. They did not instigate this fight. It had nothing to do with them. So if anybody fights and gets disqualified, it's to their advantage. So let them be. I hate it when they're saying, oh, why is Perez saying, oh, this? Or why is Ike saying this? Oh, they're evil. Nah, that's not true. For me, I just feel like they are playing the game. As long as where I would fault them is if they're the one instigating it. But as long as they're not instigating it, it's cool by me. And number 5, I've lost count of numbers. If Ceec actually did like Cross and she found out that, okay, Cross kissed Ilebaye and they baited together, I can understand how she'll feel, but let her come out straight with it. Ilebaye is not your child. Nobody there is your child. Everybody there is above 21. So that means they are adults. Crosses, whatever he decides to do with whomever should not bother you, because both of you are not in any way in a shape or anything like that. If you like him, you tell him, all this shalaying, makes sense. Trying to make it, the narrative they tried to paint was that, oh, Cross was drunk and Ilebaye came onto him. And people already on the internet, people that are not watching, are already, taking the whole, oh, Ilebaye is a man harasser, she's harassing men. I'm like, thank God for the likes of White Money and Pera that came to be like, no, Cross wasn't drunk. He knew what he was doing. because you know that is kind of like very very bad if they say, oh, Ilebaye forced herself on Cross and Cross was drunk, so he was not like he did not give consent to it. We all know how that would turn out. So that's my 2 cents on the things that happened earlier today. Anyways, that's it from me. Thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. If you have not yet subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Until I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful, wonderful day ahead.